Hey, everybody. Going to be getting started pretty soon. Give me a second to pull up. Share my screen. All right. All right, you guys. Welcome to a beginner's guide to a plant-based diet with Sheree Vejan. This is our kickoff call. We will be starting our 21-day plant-based challenge this Monday, September 11th through October 1st. And so this is our support video for the plant-based challenge. So if you've been eager to explore a plant-based diet, but you feel that you could benefit from just guidance and support, and then that's what this challenge is for. I am Sheree Vejan. I help individuals achieve their life goals while maintaining a healthy work-life balance. And I do that through teaching coaching programs and hosting monthly challenges like this one and hosting live events. I'm also the published author of over 11 books and journals, co-founder of the Goal Setters Club, and certified coach, trainer, and speaker with the John C. Maxwell team. And so it is very important to consult with your doctor for whatever challenge that you're taking, whatever medical, anything that involves your medical needs. So if you're doing a water challenge, we do a water challenge, we do our reboot challenge, and we do our pause challenge. So make sure, if you're taking any medications or anything, that you always want to check in with your doctor or your healthcare professional. And if you have any concerns or questions about your health, you should always, always, always consult with your physician or your healthcare professional. One of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite people, rest in peace, Tim Morrow: growing old doesn't make us sick. It's growing sick that makes us old. A lot of times people blame their sickness on their age, but sometimes it's their sickness that's making them age. That's a bar. There is a poem: the best 6 doctors anywhere, and no one can deny it, are sunshine, water, rest, and air, exercise, and diet. These 6 will gladly you attend if only you are willing. Your mind they'll ease, your will they'll mend, and charge you not a shilling. All right, so welcome and congratulations. Welcome to each and every one of you. I'm excited that you're here. People who are thinking about, and I always say, instead of becoming healthy, this is an opportunity to become healthier, or to explore different ways or different tools or different resources. This is not to make you become vegan or make you become plant-based or make you change your whole life and throw all your meat away. It's an opportunity to start. It's an opportunity to change it up a little bit. It's an opportunity to reboot your system. So I want to thank you for taking this opportunity. Today, we're going to talk about my personal journey. What is a plant-based diet? What about your protein, supplements, breakfast ideas, lunch and dinner ideas, snacks, resources, a countdown, and then some helpful tips. So my personal journey, a few years ago, I started a 21-day Daniel fast with my church. And beyond the spiritual aspects of the experience, I realized that not only did I feel spiritually rejuvenated, but I also witnessed a transformative change in my physical and well-being. My eyes were clear, my energy level was out the roof. My stomach appeared to shrink. Thank Jesus. And so I started looking at old pictures of myself when I was doing the challenge, and I just had so much more energy. Again, my face was clear. I was able to think clearer. My hair got a little curlier. And so you'll notice changes as you start to incorporate new fruits and vegetables into your diet, and as you begin to take things away. Besides, some people take these journeys for different reasons. They want to lose weight or they want to feel a certain way. And so it's always good to set up your goals that you want to achieve, why you're taking the challenge, what you want to experience. And so we're going to talk about a plant-based diet. So I know it gets, there's a lot of things out there. You have vegan, you have plant-based. So I'm going to read this from our group. A plant-based diet is an eating pattern that primarily focuses on foods derived from plants, including vegetables, fruits, whole grains, nuts, seeds, beans, while minimizing or eliminating animal products. So vegan, so say like for us, vegans don't eat honey, or plant-based diets, you can have honey. Vegans normally have agave nectar, even though I'll be having agave nectar because first I wasn't going to have coffee at all. But I know with plant-based, I can have oat milk and I can have agave nectar, and that still would be a plant-based coffee. So minimizing animal products, and primarily like fruit, seeds, and beans. So what about protein? I know that's a big issue. My daughter was vegan for a couple of years and everybody was on her about protein, even though, well, that's a whole nother situation. But the more you explore with plant-based foods, the clearer it becomes that the quality of protein source matters also than just getting protein. And so things like that are plant-based protein sources are like spinach, kale, leafy greens, again, beans, tofu, nuts, seeds, quinoa. That has a lot of protein in it. And so a lot of times, like if you're taking the challenge, we give you a sample menu every day, and it includes for breakfast a juice, and then for lunch a smoothie. And in the smoothie, you can put kale and spinach just from the beginning, and you'll have probably most of the protein that you need for the day. So the question of protein often revolves around the healthiness of a vegan diet. And there's a lot of people who are vegans who don't get enough protein, and there's a lot of people who are not vegan that don't get enough protein. Again, you want to check with your doctor, but then you also want to kind of research other vegetables and fruits that also have a lot of protein. And then supplements. A lot of, or what I've heard, a lot of vegans or plant-based diets lack vitamin B12, iron, and vitamin D. And so, there are supplements available like vitamin B12, because that's primarily found in like animal-based products. So you definitely want to make sure you get enough vitamin B, vitamin B12. You want to make sure you get enough iron. And then you want to make sure you get enough vitamin D. And I think living in California, it also depends on where you live, also the city and the environment. Because I know in California, we have a lot of sunlight. So you want to make sure you're staying on top of your vitamins and your supplements, especially if you're incorporating a new diet. And breakfast ideas. I'm pretty much very simple. I think these plant-based diets are hard for me because I'm generally not one who loves vegetables and fruits. I'm very selective, and there's a few options that I have, even though my husband and my daughter explores with different vegetables like mushrooms or things like that I don't eat. So for me, my breakfast options are going to be basically oatmeal. I'll probably eat oatmeal for the most of the challenge. And then the home potatoes. So you can do like the home potatoes with a little olive oil, onions, and bell pepper. So I'll probably stick closer to that. But for breakfast, you could do fruit pack smoothies. You can have smoothies, add your berries, your mangoes, your bananas, your avocado. You can put your spinach, your kale, and then I always put chia seed and flaxseed and hemp seed. You can get those at your, they have it at Sprouts, they have it at Whole Foods. I like to get mine from Trader Joe's. I feel like the quality is really good and the price is also reasonable. So yeah, a lot of people have avocado toast. You can have avocado toast with your Ezekiel bread. So there's a lot of breakfast items. It's going to depend on your taste also and the things that you like. Lunch and dinner ideas. So spaghetti is a really good one. Without the meatballs, of course, without the cheese. So you can make like a rich tomato-based sauce with sauteed vegetables and herbs, and you can serve that on the whole grain or gluten-free pasta, which I personally do not like, but my daughter loves it. So that's a good hearty lunch or dinner idea. Stir fry dishes are good. Instead of chicken or beef, you can also add like tofu, and then put your teriyaki or your soy sauce in there. Mexican cuisine, I look forward to at least like the chips and guac and black beans and brown rice during the plant-based challenge. And you still have to be careful because before, when I was doing the plant-based, I was like, okay, I'm losing weight. But then, if you eat a lot of guacamole, you still have to be, even though it's a healthy fat, you still want to watch your calorie intake if you're trying to lose weight. So soups are good. Mediterranean diet. There where I live, there's a lot of Mediterranean restaurants. So I see vegan enchilada, black bean based burger patties. I know we started with that, where we did that with the little flatbread, the plant-based flatbread, and spinach inside. So, and then your snacks. I know I feel like I should be sponsored by Trader Joe's. I think Trader Joe's has a lot of good snacks. They're reasonable. They're high quality. There's a variety. And you can put those in your like trail mix, roasted chickpeas, popcorn, a lot of popcorn with olive oil and black pepper. So things like that, peanut butter, bananas. So there's a lot of snacks that you can take with you. I usually keep peanuts with me. There's only a certain brand of peanuts I can have, which is Trader Joe's, because I'm allergic to tree nuts. And usually their peanuts are not mixed in the same space as almonds. Right. And then a couple of resources. Every time we did the Daniel fast, I always liked we always reread the Daniel fast by Susan Gregory. And I thought that was a really good, it served almost like a devotional / cookbook. And she's really good on help keeping you motivated during the challenge. And that's more of Christian, spiritual related, but it has a lot of good recipes in there. And then also Flavor by Forks Over Knives. They have a lot of whole food, plant-based recipes. And then, of course, we have the Gym and Juice Reboot Challenge guide that has some of my original smoothie and juice recipes inside. The Game Changers. I recommend that documentary. I like that documentary. What the Health? Forks Over Knives. I love the Forks Over Knives documentaries, and Hungry for Change. So the countdown. I want to do this kickoff on Saturday. So for those of you who are joining us on Monday, you have a chance to shop and look at what the countdown is asking you to do. So I'm asking you to watch some of those recommended documentaries. Maybe tonight, try to get one in. Tomorrow, try to get one in. Then plan out your menu. And based on your menu, you want to write out your shopping list and then get your equipment ready. So tonight, you watch your documentaries. Tomorrow morning, you get up, you figure out what your shopping list is going to be. And we have a guide inside of the challenge, too, with a list of shopping, a sample shopping list, you know, if you like those items on there. And then we have an equipment list for you too. So you're not starting from the beginning. You just want to alter it based on what you like and what your family likes. So here's some of my tips. Stay focused, stay focused. It's going to be very hard, very challenging, especially if you work at a job or an office, or you live in a house where people are not going to be doing the challenge with you. You know, don't stay focused on your goals, why you started it. There's always going to be a party. There's always going to be a free donut. Someone's always going to offer you, take you to lunch. Can't do it. Prep matters. Make sure you prep your juice, prep your smoothie, prep your breakfast, prep your lunch. You don't want to get out there. You say you want to get out there in those streets, because the streets are not helpful to you. You know, there's always fast food on the corner, except for now we're in a different time where you might find some vegan places or Mediterranean places that are close by, but just prep your meals. Make sure you have what you need. Be adventurous, try new things, try new colors. Stay hydrated. Water is your best friend. Trust me, I know, even though I don't treat it like it's my best friend, but I need to redeem our relationship. And so the key, keep hydrated to support your body's detoxification and overall well-being. You could do infused water. So if you have my challenge guide, I have recipes for different type of infused water. And then get the whole house involved. You know, my husband's involved, my daughter gets involved. So every time I do a challenge, I ask them to do the challenge with me. We kind of go together, we kind of get each other hyped up, or find a buddy. You know, if you have a buddy, maybe someone you work with, someone you do business with, you know, find somebody that you can do the challenge with that keeps you accountable. And then don't get overwhelmed. Yes, it's a challenge. I think when I first did the plant-based challenge, I spent so much time turning over the back of those labels and looking and trying to see if it had sugar in it, if it had this. Yes, you want to do that. Yes, you don't want to have sugar or dairy or, but the long term, I would just say stay focused on what it is that you can have, and don't get too overwhelmed by the packaging, because you might read every label, it'll be a tiny ounce of sugar and you can't eat that. So just stay focused on the main goal. If you happen to get a little bit off track, don't beat yourself up, and then go back again and say, okay, this has some sugar in it. I had a little time to research it, but don't get caught up over the labels, please. All right, and then you can find me on social media at Sheree Vejan and at Goal Setters Club. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And thanks again for watching. I hope that you guys join us on Monday for the 21-day plant-based challenge. And everything you need for the challenge is inside of the portal. You're going to get an email. You're going to get an email every day with a tip for the day, with a suggested menu for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. So we took a lot of time putting that together for you guys. All right, so let me see if it's kind of hard for me to get questions. All right, so if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and put them at the bottom of the video, and then I'll try to get to those for you guys. All right, you guys have a good night, and I will see you on Monday.